Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Apparently, if I'm not choking, I'm tripping on my lips, I swear. Supportive Oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Is there anxiety here? Like, what's the deal? Ooh, okay. Let's... okay. What you got going on, Gemini? Oh, see, that's a good card for you. Alright. You know, I don't know what we're getting into just yet, but it does start off, like, really rough, but it ends up right exactly in your favor. Like, there's a certain card here that's coming up that is totally up your alley. Yeah, I'm actually... And not for nothing, don't fear the bad part of this reading, because it either already happened or you're in the middle of it anyway, so nothing to fear with it. The thing is, something has ended. And for some of you, it's already ended. It already happened. Like, it ended, and you're like, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. When it ended, I don't think you saw it coming. I really don't, which is interesting for Gemini. It's not like the possibility wasn't there, but it wasn't like really, your energy wasn't centered in that direction thinking it was going to end, and then it just kind of was like, that's it, gone. You didn't, I don't really think you expected it. Because the fear showed up with it. The fear with the world, I'm getting like something ended. I feel like for the most of you, you didn't really expect it. Like you might have like had, maybe kind of like, well, I could see how that would be possible, but you didn't really think it was going to happen is what I'm getting. King of Swords comes in with the Seven of Coins. I feel like whatever it was more worried about itself than for you. I think that's why it's kind of stalling me. This energy doesn't seem to really be concerned about you. I don't know if it really even connects to you. But when whatever ended, it doesn't seem to have been concerned about how things affected you at all. I feel like this was a decision somebody made for their own... They felt like it was the right decision for them. And they might have been moving out of fear too. And they weren't concerned about how this affected you. For some of you, I feel like that's an answer you've been looking for. Like, did they even care how this affected you? I don't think it was a thought. I think they were living in their own fear and how they were living in their own fear. And they just made their own decision out of fear. They weren't even really giving you a second thought. I really don't see it. But what I'm also getting is more opportunities come for you, always. Gratitude and growth. Whatever went on in this situation, you seem to be looking at it like, all right, after the fact, all right, it's kind of like there's a lot of missing puzzle pieces. It's kind of like a 100-piece puzzle, and you got like 5 pieces, and you're like, I don't even know what the deal is. Like, I could guess what this is, but with 5 puzzle pieces, it's truly a guess. The energy around you at this time, whether it's current or it's past, it's just got its own thing going on, and I feel like that's what they're saying. Like, I don't see them. Like, it's an energy that's going to learn through its own mistakes, whoever that is, whatever that is. And I'm getting, like, they're going to realize that whatever decision they made, it was not the best decision. I feel like I don't know, for some of you, maybe that means something, or maybe that's something you need to hear, that after the fact, after it's all said and done and they review it, they're going to realize that was not the best decision they could have made. They didn't make the best decision they could have. It doesn't make you feel better at this point, because I'm getting the Queen of Swords with the extremes on your side, kind of like, this is just a moment where you're not happy. You're not happy what happened. You're ticked. I'm not getting you're happy. The Queen of Swords is a very interesting card because it's very powerful either way. It's very intellectual. It's an air sign. It's an air card. You're an air sign. So it's very up your alley to know exactly what you feel and where you want to go. But I'm getting kind of like, now I feel like, all right, now I have to go into something else. Now I have to change and move things around in my life. And this seems to be like a bit of stress here, but I'm also feeling like you're not happy. Extremes is kind of like, it feels like the world has fallen on you. Whatever this was, whatever ended, it freaked you out. And it put you in a state of mind where you're very unhappy and very uncomfortable and feel very like a balloon floating in the wind. Like, you know, like, I don't even know where I'm going. I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know where things are going to go. Energy is disrupted. I'm just trying to anchor myself to something. I don't know if I can. When this was happening. Really bad moment. Really difficult for you. This changes when you're like, it's kind of like, all right, listen, I'm not going to be a balloon in the wind anymore. I'm going to be a paper airplane. No, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not just going to sit here and like wonder what's going on. I have to get a hold of this situation. I have to get direction. I have to decide what I need to do, and I need to do what's right for me. It doesn't matter what, why, all that. Everything that happened is over. Over is over. Put it away. I can't expend my energy on that any longer. I got to look forward. What do I want? What do I need to do to get it? And you seem to like solidify all of a sudden. It's like this moment where you're like, I can't live like this anymore. I can't live in this fear. So I pull it together. I'm seeing you pull it together and like, what do I want? This is what I want. How do I get it? All right, I can see a lot of ways to get it. What way is going to be the most beneficial for me to do it? What way do I want to go get it? You know, it's on the other side of this mountain. That's what I want. Do I want to go over, around, under? How do I want to do it? If I go around, I got these people to deal with. If I go up there, it's kind of cold. If I go under, it's going to be dark, but it might be the easiest way. I'm going to choose this way, and I'm going to handle it that way. So you're deciding what you got to do. So you got, when I'm getting the Three of Wands for you, there's the Three of Wands, yep, and the Death card, you're choosing your direction. This is changing your whole energy. The Death card comes in because you're like, okay, wait a minute, I can't do this anymore. That's what I want. What way am I going to go? I'm going to choose this one. All right, I'm going to go. I have to. I can't do this anymore. I can't stand this. It feels horrible to live like this. Not going to do it. That's what I want. This is where I'm going for it. There we go. Now, you're going forward, and I'm getting like, you got fruition with action or pleasure coming in. There's distractions. There's definitely distractions around you. There's a lot of idle chit-chat with the Page of Swords. It's a very interesting card because I feel like there's support around you, but it's mostly lip service. You know, it's just talk. Pleasure, fruition, other people doing what they need to do. There's some type of confusing energy here. If you're at this point in the situation, stay dedicated to your goal and keep with your path. That's what I feel like they're saying. At this point, stay dedicated to your goal and keep with your path. Don't let other people confuse you. Not confuse you like you don't know what you're doing, but confuse you like there's other possibilities, or don't let them like take you off your path. That's basically, I think, what we want to say. It's not like they'd be confusing you because you would know what you were doing, but don't let them like derail you from getting your goal. Because whatever you chose for, keep going towards that. That will serve you. That will serve you. And I feel like that's what they're saying at this point. This face down card. If you keep going towards whatever goal you set that pulled you out of this energy, this is where I want to go. That's what I want. I'm going to go on this path. Stick to your path. Dedicate yourself to that goal. Be loyal to that goal. That goal will serve you. Get to that goal. The Four of Wands is there. This is stability. This is something that's going to help you feel a lot more secure and help you to not repeat whatever happened before. You got a lot better things coming for you if you hit that goal. Like, trust that this is the way to do this. Trust is saying, stick with your goal. You know what you want. You just stick to your path and keep going. There's going to be distractions. Don't let people distract you. That's the better word I should be using. Not confuse, distract. Don't let people distract you. The only confusion you would see here is like confusing thinking, well, I can do this for now and come back. Don't let them distract you. It's going to screw up your whole thing. Stay dedicated. Stay on your path. Get your goal. Trust that this is going to help you get that stability so you don't have to live whatever you went through, you don't have to live through it again. All right. If you can resist the change, if you can resist the temptation, if you can resist the distractions, They're saying, literally, they're saying resist it. Resist those distractions. Resist them. Resist them. I don't know where that's coming from. You will be, the nourishment is there. It's kind of like, you just got to achieve that goal. And it's almost like, you know, deciding I'm going to go back to college or something and going for a 4-year degree. You get that 4-year degree, you have that behind you now. You can do a lot with it. That's your nourishment. Like, you have possibilities after that, yeah. But once you have it, once you have that thing in your hand, now the possibilities are there for you. Now you're like, well, I always have this I can fall back on. Stick with it. That's your nourishment. It seems like it's like that too, like a 4-year thing, something like that. You got to choose it though. 2 of Wands. You've got to choose this. Don't let people distract you. I keep going back to that word confusion. The only confusion would be, again, thinking that you could go a different path. And people confusing you in the sense of thinking like, oh, this is better. Gemini, come this way, this is better. That's the only confusion. I'm getting more of a distraction energy. Kind of like, don't let people distract you. Don't do it. They might have great things for them and let them have it. Cool, you have that. Cool, enjoy. Not me. You stick where you are. Stick dedicated to your goal. You got to choose it though. You have to. There's a lot of good things there. Have faith, because there's a lot. If you get there, there's going to be a lot of things that come your way. A lot of good things will come your way with this attraction. A lot of good things. It kind of like reminds me of like one of those things. Again, we're going to use the schooling thing. 4 years of college, but then you got people saying, oh, you could get that degree and then what? What if people aren't hiring for that job? Then what are you going to do then? A 4-year degree, when people see that in a resume, you don't have to have the exact job. You may have just something similar, and people will see that and use that to their advantage. Trust me, it's worth it. So it's something like that. Like other people, like whatever your goal is, people are going to try to distract from you. Or this, I'm getting that word confusion again. Like try to make you feel like it's not as good as you think it is. It's not going to be as beneficial as you think it is. It is as beneficial as you think it is. Stick with it. Have faith. Because when you get there, you're going to attract a lot of good things. Don't worry about other people. Other people are other people. Here's your outcome. You either have put the work in, and you're going to open. It's like, look at that. It's unexpected for Gemini. That's the card I've been harping about since the very beginning. This is the card that works in your favor. Unexpected is your forte. Unexpected is where you do your best. Something shows up that's unexpected. You make that something brilliant. You make whatever your goal is, you're going to attain that goal and you're going to get it, but there's something unexpected there for you. Something unexpected, more of a benefit. More that that you as a Gemini are going to be able to do something with. Not everybody sees these things. Gemini has a very sharp perception. You know, they see things that not everybody sees. They can think it out like other people can't. When you get to this goal, you're going to find something unexpected. Not everybody does. Probably most people don't. Trust in that. If you decide to let somebody or something distract you, you're going to end up with this. It's not bad, but it's not as good as it would have been. You got the darkness. The darkness is like the new moon. Like you're going to constantly be in this starting phase, and then the starting phase, and then let's go back to the starting phase. It just never seems to get off the ground the way you want it to. The darkness is not a bad card. It's kind of like the new moon. That's how I do it anyway, because you see this sliver of light over here, or right there over on this side here. It's a good beginning, but it's kind of like you're going to be perpetually going into new beginnings. And you know what? Most of the time when people begin something, the reason those beginnings are exciting because where they're going to lead them. Not because they just like, I think I'm going to start a pottery class, and I'm going to start learning to deal with clay. Okay, now I'm going to start into a painting class. I'm going to start how to learn how to paint. Okay, now I'm going to start learning how to cook. I'm going to start learning how to make a cake. Okay, I'm going to start now to do woodworking. I'm going to see how you know, if you just keep starting things, it's like you never bring it to a potential to where you can actually make something grand and beautiful that you're very capable of. So it's kind of like you're in this loop of starting things. That's what I'm feeling anyway. General read, you know if that's how that's hitting. They're saying stick to your goal. Don't get distracted. because you get to your goal and then something unexpected shows up that not everybody's going to see. So don't think that. I think the point of this, that this is the last thing I'm going to say before I shut this down. When I'm saying there's unexpected here, nobody's going to tell you that it's there. You're not going to have any inkling about what's there until you get there, because most people won't see it. You'll see it. The Gemini will see it. Other Geminis who've seen it, or other people who are perceptive enough to see it, probably took advantage of it and went that way, and probably shut their mouth about it too. So don't worry about it. Not everybody's. So you're not going to hear about it till you get there, because nobody else is going to see it. It's part of your gift to see it when you get there. I hope that makes sense. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.